Hey guys, what's up? Back with Monster Prom, and today I'm going to be playing it for an hour. So hopefully my throat doesn't get too dry. I do have like half a water bottle here, so hopefully that'll last me. Okay, be a visionary. What will the next big social media craze be? Greek agoras, like literal Greek agoras, reinstated in our cities, places where philosophy and arts are discussed by the greater minds. That's social media I want to log into. Arbert, from now on a socially awkward guy named Robert, will do everything he's commanded to do through the app by its users. To your regular social network, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed and the money goes to the people exposed to that. I'm gonna go with the last one. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? A tiny piece of sharp metal so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. Again, I'm gonna go with the last one. What criteria would you use to name your children? Just a swear word, a non heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms. I will research for a name that is pun proof and joke proof. No one will pick on them. My name plus second. Something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. Meh, no name. It's just too much work. Again, I will go with the last one. Alright, so let's go to the library first. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? The time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Later that day, you're out shopping with Vera and Polly when a wild cockatrice appears. It gallops through the mall, biting shoppers with its jagged beak and turning them to stone. Scott and Damien come close after it, holding a butterfly net and a frilly dress. This isn't our fault. We had nothing to do with this. Ugh, another mythical creature crisis just when I'm starting to enjoy my shopping. Oh, but it's so cute. I bet that vicious chicken dragon really knows how to party. Scott and Damien see everyone looking at them and wisely hide inside a clothing rack. What are you going to do about this creature? Ignore it. Befriend it with a delicious Cinnabon. I'm gonna go with the Cinnabon. How did you know that Cinnabon is a cockatrice's favorite treat? It gulps the tasty cinnamon bun down in one bite and burps happily. As you turn back to your shopping, it follows you. It seems you've got a new friend. Okay, obviously we need to take this hideous creature out clubbing with us because duh. Well, I suppose that is a novel way to spend an evening. You take the cockatrice out to all the hottest clubs they let you in because they don't want to be murdered by a cockatrice. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. I think I'm really just gonna like try for Scott again since I'm playing for like an hour. The day I have like more days to like try. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda? Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays. Isn't it great? It is not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people. Air people? Yes. Do you not know of the air people, the merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news? Yeah. I don't know if it was like out of frame for that, but I'm like leaning a little bit. Yes, sure, because I totally know how to read. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason. Oh, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain ball dropanol and nerdoflavin. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants." I'm gonna go with the second one. So hopefully Scott, like, gives me some hearts or something. "See, Miranda, there's nothing wrong with fish sticks at all. They're good and good for you." "I suppose you're right. Perhaps this is not the air people plot I suspected after all. Though I am disappointed that so much plastic is being used in fish sticks rather than plastic drink rings to catch birds with. Don't forget about the snails. There's snails in it too." "I would much rather forget about the snails, thank you." "Does this mean you still don't want your fish sticks? Can I have them, can I?" "Very well, you may partake. I'm not sure where my eating serfs have gone off to in any case." As you watch Scott chow down on his artificial fish fingers, you decide that both he and Miranda have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while still munching those fish fingers. I'm gonna go to the library again because I'm trying to get like this Steam achievement for like having 20 plus money. I think there's like one for like 90 something. I can't remember. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting just as you're about to approach her. "There you are, Polly. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal." "What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately." "Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe." "Polly, I know we're best bros and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you." No, you didn't because ghosts don't have a scent." "Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming." "Right. Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling?" "Of course ghosts smell like ecstasy, spiked rose wine, and Victoria's Secret's lingerie. It sure is a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scott." I'll go with the second one. Hopefully I get some points with Scott. "Oh, a ride in a van? Can I stick my head out the window?" Of course, anything to distract. Cheer up, my best buddy." You hop in the van to get on the case of the ghost smells. Scott opens a bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole. "Don't mind me, I just brought some Scott snacks." "Zoink, Scott, those look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would." But as it is, Polly settles for lighting up a Polly snack and getting the whole van baked. You round out the day by tearing a human's face off to reveal that he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was fun. It's nice to let my tongue wag in the breeze. Can we go on another car ride soon? Huh? Can we? Sure, bud. Anytime you want. The distraction worked like a charm, and you even got away with it. Thanks to a lack of meddling kids, you gain plus 2 fun and plus 1 boldness. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose minus 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain plus 2 money. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently at a picture of a seahorse. This looks like a killer seahorse, Mira. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And, well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there? I don't know. This is why I'm so distraught. I am terrified that I will accidentally look into this gift horse's mouth and see... See what? A gross butt? Another tinier horse? A world without sports? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Oh, come on, Mary. You gotta find out. You've gotta find out for what's that thing Mrs. Furrita is always talking about. Science. Yeah, for science, you gotta, right? You realize Scott's looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Don't you ever look that gift horse in the mouth. In fact, breed it with sea urchins to produce gift horses with tiny mouths. Look that gift horse right in its damn mouth. They only say not to because they don't want you to finding all the delicious mouth candy. Yeah, I really don't know which one to pick for this. I'm gonna go with the second one, and hopefully it's good. No. Scott claps his hands with glee and drags Miranda off so they can go look in her horse's mouth. The next day, you run into both of them. They seem different somehow. It was horrible. Teeth within teeth, bro. Like the teeth had mouths, and those mouths had teeth with mouths. And in the center, a window into a hellscape ruled by nameless, hungry gods. A world without any sports at all. They were right. Don't ever look a gift horse in the mouth. I actually want to see that. They're just crybabies. You watch a tentacle crawl out of Scott's ear and flop onto the ground. He doesn't seem to notice. Time to pretend like none of this was your fault. You lose minus 2 charm and minus 1 smarts. But how come like that the heart thing with Scott's face popped up? Like, did I get hearts or were they taken away? You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prank Master, how present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so, I get it, chairman, but... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, okay, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank, and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You proposed the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. I'm hoping the first one gets me some points with Scott. Eat other people's food? You can do that? Well, I can't. But I can, even if it's on somebody else's plate, even if it's in somebody else's tummy. Exactly, half of that was right. Which half? Oh, no time to figure it out. We gotta prank now while the pranking's good. Wait, what about me? Food falls right through me. But you and Scott are already blazing a trail through the cafeteria, gobbling everything in sight. Scott accidentally eats a few people along with their food, but he politely burps them out when they complain. By the time School security kicks you two out. You're both totally stuffed with food and affection for each other. Oh man, now she's at the library. But I don't want anything from her. But I might. Maybe later once I get the money. So I'm gonna just go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Scott strolls by happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Bengal's potato chips, maximum ultimate, double BBQ massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw served goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Tasty. Does wonton, or is that like wonton? I don't know. Environmental destruction sounds tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott, don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fingles and Co. decapitated millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no, all those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one, assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos, write an extremely mean blog post. I think I'm gonna go with the first one. Ah, yes, necromancy, the ultimate tool in the protesters' arsenal. Oh, can I ride a goat? Can I, huh? Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your size, you'll probably need to ride several. What's a several? Is it a really big goat? No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. We've got an invasion to orchestrate. As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat anything, which totally helps you clean your room. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. To the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only +2 money. After you're considering sitting down to use the library to study books like a nerd, but then you realize that's insane, and seeing what Scott's up to sounds way more fun. He appears to be video chatting. Oh hey Vicky, come meet my friend. Sex Kitten 669. Sex Kitten 69. Meet Vicky. I met her when the internet kindly asked if I wanted an adult friend in my area. And I thought, sure, why not? Everyone needs an adult friend to explain things like taxes and mortgages. So at first I had to pay for Sex Kitten 69 to hang out with me and tell me all about the IRS. But as we became friends, he just stopped charging me, and now we just chat a couple times a week. Of course, this means she's spending time with me for free when she could be making money. Oh, I know. She said that for other people, her show is less financial advice and more performance, usually nude. Which is fine with me. Wolves love running through the forest naked under a full moon, or also any moon. Let's think of a way to make her show stand out from everyone else's so people will give my friend even more money. Invert the art of stripping by seeing how much clothing you can put on. Car chases. Let's go with the car chases. Why didn't I think of that? Car chases make everything better. Why would this be an exception? You leave them to their planning. The next time you run into Scott, he seems super glum and his tail is drooping. Usually Sex Kitten 69 and me talk privately, but she invited me to witness her first big group show with your concept. It was incredible. Car chases are so exciting, and she managed to be in a car chase while taking her clothes off, and she was the one driving. But then something horrible happened. Oh no, Sex Kitten 69 was in a car wreck, and it was all your fault. Her insurance rates went way up. Apparently, taking your clothes off for money while driving a car at 90 miles per hour automatically increases your premium. I don't know why. She only destroyed 3 mailboxes and 2 trees. No one even died. I wanted you to help my friend, not hurt her. I guess you're not good at friendship. Oh, but if he thinks you're bad at friendship, how will he ever think you're good at romance ship? You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Yeah, it's starting to get like kind of dry. Ugh. You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokemans. Go based based on the classic pocket humans. My Reginald Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh no, my Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Haha, and now for the finishing blow. The wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma. Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo, I win again. Why are all your Pokemans so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that? Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around? Nerd up nerds? Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokemans isn't dumb. It's cool because no way is Scott gonna come up with anything. But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that a phone equipped with Pokemon's Go can also be used as a football. See nothing. Pelt them with steamed vegetables. We'll go with the first one. No way. I didn't know that was a feature of Pokemon's Go. It's not. She's just gonna grab someone's phone and you snatch Damien's phone, heft it in one hand, and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey, my phone. What the dick was that for? Yay, someone threw something. I'll get it. Whoa, bro. Check out the perfect spiral on that throw. That's technique right there. Let's all install Pokemans on our phone right now and then throw our phones at each other. The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you. How's the phone destroyed when the guy lives in hell? How is it surviving in that environment but is totally ruined when it gets thrown across the room? Okay, so I'm at 15 money, so I need to go to the library again. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guessed that nobody actually has any idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Vicky has a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders and at least some plus smarts is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Vicky, ever since our major success with the Fangos, go ahead. Debacle? Hold up, I'm gonna look that up. Debacle? We've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice by punching magazines. No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th role werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leader physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover. Lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. I'm gonna go with the first one. With a brilliant idea, 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population. I've played sports game. Okay, yeah. I guess someone exactly like that. And he always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can. You can, and you do. You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long, it becomes more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazines. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority. Officially, oh crap, I done read that. And relinquishes his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet, now you have a magazine which instantly brings you +3 money. Hey, I know you were about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say it really quickly. As pretty much the only girls in this school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? That was actually really sweet. The coven, or is it coven, is so much cooler when they're not babbling on and on about that end of the world bullshit and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead. I'm like halfway through and I'm dying. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Later you see Scott all but skipping down the corridor, surely rattling off some sort of list. Hi pal, oh man, today's the best. I was walking out of class and my tail just started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your tail starts wagging and you're not even sure why? I started wondering what my tail might be so happy about, and I realized it's probably just because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just about the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag. But then I started thinking even more, and I realized where everything's would be pretty good. Where dolphins, where pigs, where weasels. Were tanks. I wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. Were vending machines, were water fountain, were door, were window, were knob, were floor. Okay, now he's just naming things you can see. You'd better jump in. A were moon, a were wolf. I'm gonna go with the moon. Oh, a were moon. But the moon is the reason of where something becomes a something. So if you were so if you were the moon, you'd have the most aware power ever. You can make everybody aware of everything all the time. Think how happy everyone would be and how much better the world would be. I would love to be the moon, maybe if I work out extra hard. Okay, you're not sure being the moon comes with those powers, but you gain +2 creativity and +1 smart, so whatever. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical off. Do Damien. Grr, I'm Damien, look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Ha ha, you sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Vicky? You got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly. Look at me go. I'm gonna go with the second one because it might give me points with Scott. I do not talk like that. Haha, yeah you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running over the cafeteria, rubbing her butt in everyone's lasagna? Because she is twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way. While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic. I'm gonna go to the library again. I'm gonna see how much money I can rake up. That day you spend some time on the library space, he's playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so f*** it. You gain +2 money. You hear a cry of anguish. It sounds like several of your friends getting their ass kicked at a video game, and it is. You find Scott, Damien, Liam, and the Slayer. They're playing Federation of Fables, the infamous super competitive MOBA. They spot you. Hey, you Vicky, we need your help. We can't let these noobs win. It's true, this is so serious that we've put our feud aside to team up against a greater evil, 13-year-old brats that think they're better than us at FOF. We were kicking their ass, but their juggler used his super special skill on our mage that cursed him to roam the desert for 40 years in real life. Is this FOF or FOF? Developers are crazy as f***. This game is insane. We need to destroy their base soon or we'll lose. Or you can trust me, I'm playing Wally Rex the Dino Diplomat. I'm in negotiations with one of them. If we reach an agreement, this senseless bloodbath will end in a peaceful truce. We need to destroy their base before Liam does this lame diplomatic thing. I'm Joe the hole digger. I'm digging holes to see what happens. I might find a bone. That won't help us in any way, Wolf Boy. Not if I can't find a super cool bone. Come on, Vicky, join the alliance. Let's fight the good fight. Now it all comes down to making the right choice. Which absurd character will be the game changer in this match? Gary, the game developer, mighty creator of entertainment. No one. Just start dancing in a very stylish way. That always solves your problems, doesn't it? I think I'll just go with the first one since it just like makes more sense. Gary, that's a super risky choice, dude. Developing a game isn't a fun task. There's lots of risk and uncertainty. It is not a wise career to choose from. Just like the people making this game, putting that in here. Look at him. He's hiding in a bush while developing video games. Not smart. Go, Gary. No, he just spent all his bar mitzvah money. What's that? Gary's using his 2-star skills, asking his parents for money, and running a start kicker. Impressive. My throat is like super dry right now. He released his game. What is it? FOFIFOF? Federation of Fables inside Federation of Fables? And Jamie, and look at the other team's champs. They're starting to play FOFIFOF instead of trying to destroy our base. Whoa, they're leaving behind any drive or direction in life just so they can just focus on FOFIFOF. Guys, their base is open. Let's go. Who knew? Gary is a... Yeah, Vicky is the real deal. Everyone is so stoked for the victory that they forgot a classmate of yours will be roaming the desert for 48 years. But you gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. So close to being done. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so it. You gain +2 money. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Vicky. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game. When suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. Did they give him the ability to read minds? They were pretty big for forest animals, and I've never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Oh, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? I'm gonna go with the first one. Strong, but I'm strong. When I heard strong leader before, I didn't know it meant actual normal strong, like Scott strong. I can do 100 push-ups. I can do 200 push-ups. That's double the amount, right? I used to be like really into working out until like one time I was doing like crunches or something. I developed this big bruise on like my back where like my tailbone is. I was probably definitely doing it wrong, so. Does that mean I could be a double king? What could that even mean? Does that mean I get super king powers like flying and mind control? You're not even sure what the electrical foundation for that guess was. Or even better, I might get a tiny crown on top of my regular sized crown. What a luxury. Blessed be the day you come to understand Scott's train of thought. Well, daydreaming about my king powers and tiny crowns before doing the 200 push-ups is a bit arrogant of me. I can always ask the furries later. Furries is what I've decided to call those giant furry talking force animals for short. Ooh. Oh no, wait a minute. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Vicky. Wait, were they furries in there? You should come meet my furry friends sometime. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. But it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Was Scott like actually hanging out with furries and he just didn't know that those were humans underneath the costumes? Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty, gobble that mouse. No one... No. Watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go. Ugh, he does this every week or so. Whenever my snakes needed a meal, he seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. Barang, this is nothing compared to earthworm eating contest. Snake. Eat that food and stay awake. I'm going with the second one. That's the spirit. Get your head in the game, Sanchez. Do snakes have heads or are they just neck and base? Whoa, check it out. Benny's been behind all season with a record low BMI. That's a body mass index. The index is because I wrote it on this index card. But now she's hungry for victory. Let's go, Bendy. Swallow that glory. The snakes really do seem to enjoy having an audience. They're really hemming up to it. Or should it be snaking it up? Your wild cheering motivates Benny to really go all out. She tries to grab the mouse out of Lefty's jaws, but the two end up tearing it in half. Ugh, my scalp! It'll take my snake charmer hairdresser hours to get these organs out. Oh, major foul on Bendy there. She's gonna be out for the rest of the season. Damn right she is. I'm having her muzzled, and her name is Spirulina. I don't even know. By the time Vera has cleaned up the blood and run off, we've made plans to meet with Scott to watch the next match. Nice. I think I'm gonna go to the library again. Is it just like the same, like, maybe like 3 or 4 events that happen? That day you spend some time in the library's PC sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in these sacred, hallowed halls of education. Oh, well, JK, can you imagine? Vicky. They made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes. Scott, you realize They're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that. No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink. It's not. Just saying that now, just in case someone is listening and thinks that. Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler. Forget it. Excuse me, did you say you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. I mean, well, if you're here, I think that you would know that being a furry isn't a kink itself, but you might not. I don't know. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure. Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture, soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire, the usual. I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be. Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife. Shuriken right now. It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Vicky? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sort of things I definitely have not done. And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Flag time, you can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it would be just a bunch of flagless people. I'm gonna go with the second one. Oh, he didn't like that. Or maybe he did. I don't know. You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers to create the very best flag ever. Or you could just ask them and they would probably do it themselves. You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your artwork. Your work. Whoa, this is genius. Not really. It's quite simple, and it reminds you of something, but you're not so sure of what. I'll show this to my beloved furries. Bye. Scott leaves, all excited, ready to execute your plan. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems not so happy. There you are, Vicky. Your plan went terribly. Our flag turned out to be the flag of Switzerland. Oh, that's why the flag rang a bell for you. We pissed off Switzerland so much that they even threatened to abandon their neutral nature to start a war with our kingdom. And we fucked up big time because they didn't even do that during World War II. We can't go to war against Switzerland. Our country is like 20 or 30 people at most. I have a gut feeling we might lose a war against them. Scott leaves sad and distressed with the burden of reaching peace with Switzerland, which is a burden a high schooler shouldn't have. You lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. If I would just want to go to the library or go to the store, I might just go to the store. But I'm not sure if I have to end the round with like 20 plus money. I don't know. I'll just get the free gift then. Suck my jingle bells. You approach Scott and Polly's table to find them, crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts, plotting. Thanks, Broseph. You're here, bro. Come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam, gelatinous dessert cups. Well, wonder no more. We're going for the jelly prize. Yeah, we're gonna win it. If we collect the foil cover of 100 jelly desserts, we will be the lucky winners of One free jelly dessert. Ah! But right now we're stuck. We've only got 99. That means we need one more, Scott. We need one more. We need one more. You give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at a bird person you hate. Guess you've got to make a choice. Steal the final jelly dessert from the jelly dessert factory. Make like a puppy dog and beg. All things are sweeter when achieved through pity. I'm gonna go with the first one. But isn't stealing wrong? I'm just now thinking the second one said something about like puppy dog, and Scott is always on that dog. No, Scott, that's a myth, like hangovers and the afterlife. But if the afterlife isn't real, why are you a ghost? There's no time for metaphysics, Scott. We've got a heist to plan. No. Coach says stealing is wrong, unless you are stealing a ball or a base or victory from the jaws of defeat. Actually, it seems like sports is mostly about stealing. Ugh. Well, this settles it. Time for stealing. One fake bus, one real woolly mammoth, and a brutal running gun battle later, you finally secure one illicit jelly cup, which you turn in along with your 99 other jelly cups for one free jelly cup. Scott is too upset by all the violence, so you split your free jelly cup with Pilot. Worth it. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guessed that nobody actually has any idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. Afterwards, Scott catches up to you, panting excitedly. Bro, hey, I was just looking for you. I can't stop thinking about you. This is sounding good. So I thought maybe tonight, if you weren't doing anything, yes, we could maybe go somewhere private and, use our bodies to, yes, work out. Oh, okay. You're maybe a little disappointed, but you can still salvage this. You suggest the most romantic workout you know. French squats, and then naked basketball. I don't know. Because he's talked about, like, liking being naked, and he's really into, like, sports and stuff. But I don't know. Okay, I would just go with the naked basketball. Oh, naked basketball? But isn't that sort of redundant? What? No, he explained to Scott that basketball is normally played with clothes on. It is? No way. Is that why all my teammates always wear clothes when we play? But the professional league is called the NBA, the Naked Basketball Association. No, it can't be. You're just trying to pollute my pure love of the game with your weird anti-nudity thing. And to think, I was going to play basketball with you. Defeated, you reluctantly put your clothes back on. You lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. Like, hopefully he'll go with me. Like, I don't think I've got that many wrong. And all he needs is, like, hearts, so you just gotta get the questions right. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? I don't know a lot about math, bro, but you plus me seems to equal a great night. Let me check our math book to be sure. That isn't a correct formula, but Scott is still thrilled by your upcoming prom date. Prom night was rad. Well, there was that part when the full moon came out and Scott transformed into a rabid wolf and nearly killed 3 people. But aside from that, it was a wonderful night to remember. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.